Okay, hey everybody. So, welcome to day 8 review. Now, day 8 of the TTrades 2-hour challenge, of course. Today was a Wednesday, and if you follow me, you'll know that Wednesdays are days that I trade maybe. Like I'm not able to pay as close of attention to the market. Generally, I will just check on it from time to time, and I might take entry if something's obvious. For this challenge, doesn't really make sense for me to try to force an entry. I mean, it sort of goes against everything this challenge is about. So what I decided to do is just not trade. I didn't even attempt to trade on the challenge. I did take some trades on some other accounts I have, and it was pretty cool. It's a pretty good day. I do want to review every day, review price action, and just sort of go over what the day did. So let's go ahead and jump into it. So first thing I wanted to point out, and this is something I pointed out in Discord, this was our morning right here, right? And what does this look like? To me, it looks like accumulation, right? So on the 15-minute, it was a little tough because we had a manipulation move and a push lower. I know a lot of people were looking for a take of previous day low since we closed beneath the previous day low. However, I had a different thought. I thought we were going to go up, and we did eventually. So I saw this as the accumulation. Bodies tell the story, right? And we can mark these out. Accumulation. I saw this as the manipulation, right? AM. And I saw this as the distribution. Now, it came very late in the day. I know a lot of people saw this when it started playing out as well. This is the hourly, once again, on NQ. Let's make this a little bigger. So, makes sense, right? Took out a big previous week low target. Swept a bunch of liquidity over here. So these are like protected lows, in my opinion. And we are still bullish on the daily because that bullish daily order block did hold yesterday. And let me show that real quick. Yesterday, what I really wanted to see, well, this week in the weekly review, if you watched my weekly review or my weekly prep, you would see that I wanted previous week high, and then to come back into this order block here, which I think could be a propulsion block, right? This is a daily order block. I think it makes sense for a propulsion block. That was the thought process. We did get it. So I am looking for higher price. And throughout the day, it was a bit deceiving because, you know, these wicks, when these candles were going up, I thought, oh man, it's taken off, right? But we did eventually get this manipulation move. Came back down into this order block here. This, I guess you could call this a propulsion block, maybe a 4-hour, right? Oh, sorry, that's 4 minutes, 4-hour. So if you look at the 4-hour, yeah, sort of, kind of, a little propulsion block, right? So came into that and did eventually take off and reached my target that I had for the day. So that was pretty cool. I ended up getting a trade right around here, I think. I could look up my executions. So So I took this on Top Step X. I bought 5 of those 50K combines for $4, and I've been copy trading them. So I took a trade today on all of them that got me $500 each, so $2,500. It's pretty good. On a combine, obviously, just trying to pass it. On 5 micros, so pretty good. Wasn't able to hold to my full target, so gotta work on that. Always something to work on. Yeah, but it's a cool little AMD play. It was a bit dicey. This was the morning, these 2 candles here. This was afternoonish, and 1 o'clock and 2 o'clock hour, I mean, really just like whipsawed a little bit. If you see, here we have this wick up. I believe, no, it did start with the wick down, but then this one wicked down even below that low of that one, that previous hour candle, which was interesting. And then eventually, finally broke above this breaker block here. I mean, I guess this is the breaker block right here. An order block. And it's sort of a weak ass order block, but you get the point. We have this like fair value gap, right? But this is weird. I kept like filling it and whatever. I don't think it was that relevant, to be honest. But yeah, AMD play was the play of the day. There was a pretty nice, if we look into the AMD, now you see where that wick was. If you look into the AMD, there was a decent setup for the manipulation leg. Let's look at the 1 minute. I think the 1 minute was cleaner. Yeah, I mean, it's a little tough, but you could have got in on this turtle soup, right? So turtle soup, displacement, come back into the fair value gap, and then you ride that second leg of redistribution down, right? Now it was quite energetic. This would be the original consolidation area here, so it really blasted through that. Took London low. At the low point of the manipulation, change in state delivery right here. So order block, right? You can take the whole candle. I like to take just the body, but doesn't matter. This move, right? This wick down was part of this move of this final candle here to take London, and then swept all the way up over it. Swept London low, closed up over it. That's a change in state delivery off of a high time frame liquidity grab, right? So that's pretty good. Tapped right back into it, and it was off to the distribution phase, right? A little choppy, sloppy action, a little bit, but it eventually distributed nicely. And yeah, you could have taken some pretty good profits in that if you're able to catch that. It was a little bit of a tricky day, but in the end, you zoom out, you look for your signature for the power of 3, right? The 15-minute, little harder to read. 1 hour, to me, I was looking at the 1 hour and I was like, man, this is pretty clean. It's pretty clean. Those clean bodies, right? Bodies tell the story. Those clean bodies really said accumulation here, manipulation, and distribution. So anyway, I can go on and on and on about this all night. That's what I saw today. Took it not on the challenge account, but looking forward to tomorrow. I should be able to spend a little time to focus on the challenge account, maybe get a little trade in. So we'll take a look. Hope everyone enjoyed their day, and